We'll see as they come out. Martin Gibson and Stephen Powell will be on the third row of the grid. There's David Jenkins, minus his front bumper, after some contact earlier on. Now that, I think, is Martin Gibson's truck. Yes, Michael Oliver is not there. Stephen Powell, number 3. Ryan Smith will be on row 4 alongside Tom O'Rourke, who starts 8th, having won race 3 earlier on. Then Ricky Collitz, Adam Bintz on row 5. Row 6, scheduled to be Simon Cole. Is Simon not there? I can't see Simon Cole in the assembly area. So Sami Ojanen is there. Stuart Oliver, he's quite a way back on the grid. No Archie Handy either, he retired from race 4. Bradley Harvey is there. I'm not sure if Neil Yates is there either, so he might be 1 or 2 trucks short for this one. Callum Eason's there, and John Powell scheduled to start from the pits. We'll double check a couple of those. Simon Cole and Archie Handy are not there because of problems with Archie's truck, I think, earlier on. So we're missing our Division 2 championship protagonist. David Smith confirmed on pole then alongside John Bowler. Yes, they're both present. David Jenkins is there. No Michael Oliver after his shunt earlier on. Martin Gibson and Stephen Powell are there. Ryan Smith, Tom O'Rourke, Ricky Collitz, Adam Bintz. Then we've got Sami Ojanen, Stuart Oliver. Further back, he retired from race 3, of course. Neil Yates is there, 33. No Archie Handy or Simon Cole. Bradley Harvey and Callum Eason are there. John Powell is hopefully going to be starting from the pit lane in the new DAF. He did make the start of the previous race, but only lasted 1 lap before he pulled into the pits again, unfortunately. Hoping for better fortune now. Now, can David Smith hang on in front? I reckon David Jenkins could be the one to watch here, going from the 2nd row, but then again, Ryan Smith's there on row 3. Simon Cole having the chance to pull ahead in the points of Jake Evans, with Jake not able to race this weekend. His engine went in free practice yesterday, unfortunately, but Simon Cole missed a race yesterday. He's missed a couple today, but he's had 3 wins in Division 2, so the Division 2 championship should be nicely poised, and all the calculations are done. Bradley Harvey scored his first win in race 2 yesterday, so we could potentially see a new winner in Division 2 here, unless Bradley completes his double. Division 2 a bit thin on the ground in this one with the various mechanical problems. Archie Handy not there. So it's between Bradley Harvey, Sami Ojanen and Callum Eason. This could be their best chance, Ojanen and Eason, for their first Division 2 win. Final race of the weekend then here at Thruxton. Fasten your seatbelts for round 15 of the British Truck Racing Championship 2025. David Smith and John Bowler on the front of the grid. Jenkins and Gibson from the 2nd row. Stephen Powell alongside Ryan Smith. Tom O'Rourke could spring another surprise. There we go then, pace truck about to pull into pit lane. Let's have a cracker of a race to finish off the weekend. Round 15 of the British Truck Racing Championship here at Thruxton. The red lights go out and we're underway. Up towards Allard for the first time. David Smith and John Bowler side by side. They're still in convoy 2 by 2 as they head up through Allard towards the complex for the first time. John Bowler's going to try for the lead on the outside. David Jenkins tucked behind. Sami Ojanen goes grass tracking on the run through Allard. It's John Bowler. Is he going to get round the outside of David Smith? They're still absolutely side by side. David Jenkins in behind. Then it's Martin Gibson. They're all close bunched up as they head through the complex for the first time. Is Bowler. He's just got his nose in front there. Has he got the overlap? Yes, John Bowler takes the lead for the 2nd time this weekend. David Smith in 2nd place. Here comes David Jenkins. David Smith a bit slow out of the complex. Look at the way John Bowler pulled away there. Jenkins 3rd, Gibson 4th, Ryan Smith is 5th, Stephen Powell is in 6th position. Then it's O'Rourke, Bintz, Stuart Oliver's up to 9th, he's got away well. Neil Yates rounding out the top 10. Ricky Collett lost a couple of places there in the 95. Been a fairly quiet weekend for the heavy haulage company boss from Yorkshire. His company pulls some of the heaviest loads seen on Britain's roads. Here come your leaders then. John Bowler leads through Church for the first time. David Jenkins going through. He's passed David Smith up into 2nd position. Ryan Smith's gone through into 4th place. Who's leading Division 2? It's Sammy Oyanen. Only 3 Division 2 trucks out there in this one. With no Handy, no Cole, no Jake Evans. Of course, no Graham Poole this weekend. It's the chicane they come for the first time. Ryan Smith up into 4th position, chasing his namesake David. 2nd place, number 69, David Jenkins, man from Stafford, trying to get a run on John Bowler. Ryan Smith's got a run on David Smith. He's going to go for 3rd place. He remembers Brands Hatch and how long he was held up behind David Smith. He goes through into P3. It's not been the best of weekends for Ryan with that disqualification yesterday. Gibson in 5th, Stephen Powell 6th, then O'Rourke, Bint, Oliver, Yates and Collett. Sammy Oyanen leads Division 2 as Tom O'Rourke up the inside takes Stephen Powell. Well, Tom O'Rourke looking fired up again. His confidence buoyed by that win earlier on in race 3, which meant he started 8th this time. He's not hanging around though, he's going after Martin Gibson. Now he's up into 6th position. Adam Bint, Neil Yates towards the bottom of the Division 1 standings, along with Ricky Collett at the moment, Division 2 behind them. Now can Sammy Oyanen take a win for Finland, Division 2 perhaps? Callum Easton and Bradley Harvey, his only rivals in this one. That's on the far side of the course. Ryan Smith is up with the 2 leaders now. He's going for his great rival David Jenkins on the inside as they come out towards Woodham Hill. Side by side, it's still John Bowler who leads the way. Switching across is the number 1 of Ryan Smith. Jenkins holds the inside line. It's Bowler from Jenkins, Smith, David Smith still in 4th place. Bowler moves across to protect Ryan Smith's going to try and go around the outside of both of them. David Jenkins doesn't know which way to go. He chooses to move across and protects 2nd place from Flying Ryan. It's still John Bowler who hangs on to the lead. Here they come then, 3 trucks line astern. David Smith just keeping a watching brief, and Tom O'Rourke having a go at Martin Gibson. Gibson ran wide there, coming into the complex. I don't know whether there was a bit of contact between the 2 of them. Gibson defending now from Tom O'Rourke as they come out of Seagrave. Powell is next then, Stuart Oliver. Stuart Oliver needs to close up here and try and keep his championship lead. In the pit lane, oh, that's Oyanen. The Division 2 leader is out of it. Cloud of smoke there, he's clearly got engine trouble. That's end of game for Sammy Oyanen and the Mad Crop team. So that means to say that Callum Easton is leading Division 2. Could we have another first-time winner this weekend? Can he hold off Bradley Harvey? That's on the far side of the circuit. Still your leader is John Bowler, ahead of Jenkins and Ryan Smith. Stephen Powell under fire from Stuart Oliver, then Adam Bint, Neil Yates, Ricky Collett. Bradley Harvey's got ahead of Callum Easton, I just caught a glimpse of there, so we have a new leader in Division 2 once again. Can Callum Easton fight back? 10 minutes for John Bowler to soak up the pressure for his first win of the season. David Jenkins looking for his first of 2025 as well. But they've got the 9 times champion Ryan Smith behind them. Jenkins determined not to let Smith through. I think he's concentrating more on defending from Ryan Smith than he is on attacking John Bowler. Smith's having a go at both of them. You saw the way Jenkins carved across there. Got a wheel on the grass up to the complex, but Smith's got back to the inside. He's got the line for the complex. Into Campbell. He's through to 2nd. Now down to the business of trying to catch John Bowler. The man from Stockport leads the way. Can Ryan Smith get through? Going for his 2nd win of the weekend. Can John Bowler hang on, make it 5 different winners in Division 1 this weekend? Ryan Smith took race 1, Stuart Oliver inherited race 2. It was Tom O'Rourke in race 3, David Smith in race 4. It's not often we get 5 different winners in a weekend. But Ryan Smith trying to prevent that statistic here as he has a go at John Bowler. David Jenkins will be trying to fight back as well in 3rd place. Through Village, up towards Church. Here comes Flying Ryan. Can John Bowler defend here into the chicane? Ryan Smith's got his headlights on. Look, you can see them in the sides of the windscreen. That's to try and intimidate John Bowler, put him under pressure. Bowler moves across. The MAN stays ahead of the Daimler. The older shape MAN of David Jenkins in 3rd place. Similar machine of David Smith still in 4th. He had his confidence boosted by that win earlier on. Martin Gibson still holding P5 ahead of Tom O'Rourke as Ryan Smith has a look again. Oh, Callum Easton with a mistake at the chicane. That's handed Bradley Harvey a clear lead in Division 2. The Green Group truck and Tool Maniac MAN gets going again. He's still not far behind Weaver. Now, has Ryan Smith been able to attack for the lead? No, he hasn't. Into the complex. I thought he might get alongside John Bowler. David Smith still 4th, then Gibson, O'Rourke, Stephen Powell 7th, Stuart Oliver still back in 8th. As here comes Ryan Smith having a look on the inside at Noble. John Bowler again moves to cover. There's a bit of rubbing between the two of them. Bit of contact there on the corners of the 2 trucks. Now Smith trying to go round the outside at Goodwood. I don't think that's going to work, and that loss of momentum has allowed Jenkins back into the battle as well. We know what deadly rivals Smith and Jenkins are. Smith trying to get to the inside for Church Corner. They come out of Village. Oh, Callum Easton's come to a stop. So it was a problem there that caused him to slow and miss the chicane. Ryan Smith up alongside. He's got a run on John Bowler this time. They're side by side on the run up towards Woodham Hill. But where Callum Easton has stopped, we might see a full course yellow. We'll wait and see. Smith's got the inside line for the chicane. Bowler might be late on the brakes though, and yes, the yellow has come up on the timing screen. We're going to go full course yellow, I think, for Callum Easton's truck. Okay. So the trucks slow as they come through the chicane. We'll confirm when we can see the lights. Yes, the yellow lights are flashing, full course yellow. And they slow over the line. Ryan Smith was just about to attack for the lead there. This is going to back everybody up. We've got 6.5 minutes of the race to go. Now, has Oyanen got going again? I'm not sure that he has. And with Callum Easton out, I think Bradley Harvey's our only truck left in Division 2. There's Callum Easton. He stopped on the run into Allard. That's a shame, because he could have been on for his first Division 2 victory. So we're under virtual safety car, effectively then, or virtual safety truck, you might say. Ah, Oyanen is back out there. I thought he'd gone into the paddock. Love the eyes on the front of the Sisu. Still a little smoky there. Fatigue at the wheel kills. That's a very true statement on the back of the Sisu, sponsored by Mad Croc Energy Drink. Other energy drinks are available, including a nice strong cup of tea, which normally keeps me going during my commentaries. There's Ricky Collett. Collett's heavy haulage. As we say, some of the biggest loads on Britain's roads are handled by Collett's. I remember seeing in my area of the Midlands them hauling some massive oxygen tanks using some very special trailers and pusher trucks as well as pullers a few years ago. That was just after the pandemic. They also do lots of work with UK wind farms as well, hauling wind turbine blades to some very remote sites. It's not until you see the blades in close-up you realise just how big they are. Callum Easton out of his truck, slams the door in disgust. It's a great shame for young Callum. Climbs over the barrier. And Sammy Oyanen's a couple of laps down, so Division 2 is pretty much Bradley Harvey's for the taking now. Leans on the spectator fence. Probably not the best time to ask for an autograph. And we have a black and orange flag for number 96. That's Bradley Harvey. I'm not sure why. We'll have a look towards the back of the field. There is the 96. So all of Division 2 have had problems. Now, why has 96 got a black and orange flag? I can't see any bodywork trailing off it. But he's going to have to call into the pits. He does so. There's a little bit of damage there on the left-hand side, look, a bit of wheel rub. Now, let's see if we can see what the team do here. It's the ex-John Powell DAF that Bradley's driving. He comes in. Is he being signalled into the paddock here? Yes, he is. Well, the only thing I can think of is that he might be leaking fluid. So Bradley Harvey goes into the paddock. Callum Eason's out of the race, so there's only Sammy Oyanen left running in Division 2 now, and he's about 3 laps down. So Division 2, it's become a last man standing affair. The red flag has now come out, though, because we're coming towards the circuit curfew. So I think that will be result declared. 2 minutes 45 left on the clock. We are coming up to the circuit curfew, so I imagine that will be result declared, and it will be a win for John Bowler. So if it's confirmation, that means we've had 5 winners in Division 1 this weekend. Yeah, they have to be off track by 6:30, which is the curfew here at Thruxton. That's in 2 minutes' time, so we would not have got any more racing laps in. So the race is called, the trucks will be taken back to the paddock. We'll have to await confirmation on the result of Division 2. I suspect it will be a first win for Sammy Oyanen, but John Bowler will take the win provisionally in Division 1 ahead of Ryan Smith and David Jenkins. David Smith will take 4th, Martin Gibson 5th, then Tom O'Rourke, Stephen Powell and Stuart Oliver down in 8th. So that's going to leave things interestingly balanced in terms of the championship between Stuart Oliver and Ryan Smith. John Bowler might close the gap as well. He's had a good weekend. Poor old Callum Eason with a chance of his first Division 2 win there, but it's been a very incident-packed weekend here at Thruxton. Comes to an end with provisionally a win for John Bowler ahead of Ryan Smith, then Jenkins, David Smith. Bradley Harvey, well, was in 9th at the time of the stoppage there, but he had come into the pits, so I imagine Sammy Oyanen will take the win in Division 2, despite being behind his rivals in the classification, because Callum Eason was not running at the time of the red flag. Bradley Harvey had gone into the pits. Oyanen, despite being 3 laps down, we'll have to wait to see if he is classified, because if he's any further behind and he hasn't completed the right number of laps to be classified, then we could have Division 2 with no finishers. That would be a first, I think. Adam Bint, Neil Yates and Ricky Collick completing the runners. And once the trucks are back in Parc Ferme, we'll be able to hopefully hear from the drivers down with Pointy, but they have to be off track by 6:30 to meet the circuit noise curfew. We can see our show trucks making their way out of the Woodham Hill paddock area up there. Hopefully we might see the show trucks out on track, but it depends on the circuit curfew whether they're going to be allowed to do some laps. We will find out and hopefully bring you some highlights from it. But for now, the trucks are heading into Parc Ferme and we'll be over to Pointy as soon as we can. Okay, as Callum Eason's truck is recovered from Allard, we can now go into point C in park firming.
Wow, so that happened, didn't it? I suppose for some of them. Yeah, let's go to the elephant in the room or not. Where is he? John Bowler. My goodness me, is he gone? Here we go. Look at this. Already greeted by mother and son. Not of the same child, obviously. His mother, his son, also. There's the connection between the two. John, what a battle! My God, that was a great race. We were all waiting for you to drop back, obviously, and then you didn't. What happened?
I was just giving Ryan a few lessons, you know what I mean?
I tell you, that was great to see. It was, yeah, I mean, have you heard about Division 2?
No, I didn't hear about Division 2. I've seen one of them off on the side of the track.
One of them was basically one truck left in the race, so I don't know whether to give him all 3 trophies or not.
I think a few other people would like him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But more importantly, you're getting a first place. Yeah, the big one. Should we give him the big one?
Yeah!
Yeah! Excellent. Oh, we've just deafened John, the cameraman. Sorry about that. Which is saying something because he turns the volume down whenever I hold the mic. So it's impressive. Well done, you. You've got to be happy with that result.
Yeah, fantastic. We've had a bit of an up and down weekend. Team have done really well, so very happy with that. And it was a really close, competitive, and some real close, clean racing, which was nice. We all gave each other enough room. More to me, obviously, but there you go.
Obviously, it was super tight. It was just watching you and Dave Jenkins early on in the race, like, wow, this is super tight. How is this going to turn out?
I know, yeah. And then Ryan started to make a move, and it was some really clean racing. Bit of the unknown to Ryan's me and Ryan raced very cleanly, I'd like to think, over the years. Yeah, enjoyed it. Good racing.
Absolutely fantastic. Well done, John. Let's hear it for John, team. Come on. Oh, I love this kid. Look at this. It's the proud moment for everybody involved. Who have we got further back? We've only actually got one Division 2 driver. And I'm just gonna go with it. Oh, Tilut Kazasta.
Huh?
Yeah, I bet I got that wrong. Congratulations.
Why?
Well, you got a trophy. You're the only truck in Division 2 left here, so that's good, right? Yeah, it's good. You got a trophy, you're here. I mean, this is all we have left. Look, kaput. Good.
Never give it up.
Never give it up. It's at 5 cylinders and a lap down, but he still managed to bring home a trophy. It's been a good weekend.
Yeah, very good.
Very good. Thank you for joining us, Sammy. I'll let you go. Fair play, buddy.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Let's get a shot. Graham, let's get a shot, proper shot.
Do you come to sauna this
Yeah,
today?
the sauna, yeah.
We have sauna.
We have sauna, yeah.